everyone, Sparkle Sprinkler here. Y'all, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Here we go with another session on our square series, y'all. Let's see where we go with this one. I think I'll start with the 3s. That is color 310. Let's see, there's not a whole lot, so I'm going to pour a whole lot of diamonds out. Here's your color. Very pretty diamonds. Get my painter cord here. Okay, here we go, y'all. Back at it. Again, I have had no time on this week, so we're just going to power through another session of it because I just have not had time to sit down with this thing and work on it, which is fine. It's just one diamond at a time. It's whenever it gets done, it gets done. That's just how I roll. I guess that's why I don't use multiplacers. I just never, I tried them. In fact, I ordered some. I saw someone do an unboxing once of a, it was a multiplacer, but it was curved like a little moon. And you put the diamonds and get them in there and you rock it into place. Y'all, no. It did not work for me. I gifted them away. I don't know, I just never could get multiplacers to work for me. I just do one diamond at a time. I guess you call me old school. I don't know. I don't know what it's called, but I just cannot get them to work for me. I've tried many times. I've got some from Diamond Art Club. I've gotten the thin plastic ones that some have shown. I tried the rocking ones. No, it was a hot mess. So I just said, this is not for me. I'm just going to, I love placing one diamond at a time, and I'm just going to stick with it. You know, it gets monotonous when you've got a lot of the same color in the background type thing, but I try to break that up. If I have a lot of white or a lot of the same color in the background, I'll work a little bit on it, then I'll go back to something that's got some color in it. It works for me. I commend anyone that can use a multiplacer, y'all, because it, that was train wreck. Oh, the diamonds, I would end up, if I'm trying to put them here with a multiplacer, my diamonds will be off of square or something, you know. No, I just couldn't. It took more time for me trying to get it lined up than it did placing one diamond at a time. It just, I'm done, y'all. It did not work for me. Not at all. So anybody that can use a multiplacer, I high five you. And I know a lot of people do. A lot of people do. But it just was not in the cards for this woman. Okay, let's see if I missed any. I'm sure I have. Yep, there's one right there. There's another right there. Okay, let's see what we've got under the cover sheet here. Not many. Okay. One last little scan of them, because I'm sure there's another one in there somewhere, and I'll find it eventually. Okay, letter N. Do you see one diamond right there that I may have to pull off eventually? If it keeps bugging me, I'll get it. It's in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off because it's bugging me. It's not the color is not uniform on it, so I'm gonna get my tweezers and pick that out. I usually just use my pen. I've got so many diamonds around it that, y'all, this glue is so good on this canvas that it is not wanting to let me lift my diamond off. So I think that's 2 diamonds now so far in all that has been not good. So yeah, I'll take that. Okay, letter N. That is color 823. Oh, it's a beautiful blue, y'all. Beautiful blue. Look at that. Look how pretty those diamonds are. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Love to hear that pop. When I'm working on my diamond painting in our bedroom, my husband will look over at me. I say, "Oh, is that bothering you?" He says, "No, I actually like hearing it. It's rather soothing." He even hears it over the movie or show that we're watching. We're not big TV people. I have a TV in here in my craft room, and I watch House Hunters, things like that, you know. But as far as I've got a TV show I watch every night, we're just not big TV people. Never have been, really. I like, you know, the oldies, the Golden Girls, oh, what's the name of the other one? Three's Company, you know, those kind of things. There's another one. Blanche was the oh, what is the name of that show, y'all? Blanche was the lady that was over the teenage girls in the school, and she was over their house. Oh, I'll think of it later. Mama's Family. Yeah, those kind of shows. But as far as something that I watch every week or something, when I was younger, I watched the soap operas, but y'all, I haven't watched those in probably 40 years. Maybe longer. I don't even know if they're still on TV. Let's see, what was the names of those? The Young and the Restless, As the World Turns, Guiding Light, and there was another one. Can't think of it. But the day usually started out with Price is Right, and then it rolled into those. I'm really going to tell my age here. Captain Kangaroo. I loved that show, y'all, when I was a kid. Picture Pages. I loved that show. Yeah, I'm telling my age. But you know I'm fixing to retire, so you kind of know that I'm up in age, so. But yeah, I loved Captain Kangaroo and picture pages. Oh my goodness, I still remember the jingle for it. Oh my gosh. There were some more shows. I can't think of them right off the top of my head that I used to watch. Of course, you know, Dallas and Knots Landing. Oh my gosh. That was the thing. Love Boat. Everybody was waiting to find out who shot JR on Dallas. That was, yeah, totally invested in that. Okay, let's see if there's any more ends, y'all. It's further on up, but I don't want to get to them because I want more diamonds down, so I'm not in the stick up there. So let's see if there's any of them. Yeah, there's some over here. Let me get these. Yeah, he'll look over at me and say, "Oh, is that popping bothering you?" Nope. I find it quite soothing. Which, I mean, that's where I used to diamond paint in there. After he would go to bed, I would be in my corner of my diamond painting table. For years, that's where I was. With my recliner and my table, and I was diamond painting that long after he went to bed. There were nights he'd get up. "Are you still up?" "Yep, I'm still up." Woman. You just get into it and you say, "Okay, I'm going to finish this color and I'm going to quit." And then you go on and get your next color. "Well, I'll see a few here. I'm going to go ahead and get those." And then, "Well, I only have a few of those. I'll go ahead and do those." Next thing you know, you've been sitting there 3 more hours. Y'all know how it is. Sometimes it's like a good book. You just can't put it down. Especially when you're in a groove with it, you know. Okay, the next letter is U. And that is 3078. And I do not have that bottle out. Okay, letter U. Grab the wrong one. I need 24, not 25. I always double check, y'all. Can I tell you how many times I caught myself just to put the wrong diamond on there because I didn't look at it. 24, and it's 3021. Oh, that's a pretty color. Look how pretty those are. It's a goldish. Beautiful diamonds, y'all. These things, they're amazing. A package still has not even shipped out. I have contacted Coutels and they said it is just taking longer, which my order was big. Okay, I mean, I loaded up my stash with rhinestones, so I can understand that. If it was just a single diamond paint, it may not be so bad. That one's, I don't like the way that diamond looks, so it's coming off. So I think that's 3 now. So, you know, I expected it to take a while, but my goodness, y'all, ordered it February 28th. So maybe soon, maybe soon, maybe soon. And then once it ships, it takes a while to get to you. So, that holiday, I'm telling you, it really puts a twist in things over there because the shipping shuts down. They have to look for an airline that's going out to get packages from Temu. That was a lot of things I got into with my Temu order. Was the airline, we've been in touch with the airline, and the next flight out is so and so, and it was a week. So yeah, it just really shuts it all down, and then they have to get it all back up running again. And I try my best to order early enough that I don't get in that, and I thought I had my order in early enough with Temu, but I did not, and it got caught up in it. But that's okay, it's moving. So, and it's not like something that is just pressing I've got to have. I do have 2 Easter diamond paintings from Coodles and Rhinestones. I'm hoping they make it in. If not, y'all may have to see those after Easter. I just don't think it's going to be here. I mean, it hasn't even left yet, and it takes a while to get to me once it does leave. So you'll probably be seeing the Easter ones later. After, they want my clip. After Easter. But you'll still be able to order them. So if you want them, get them, put them in your stash, and save them for next year. Or if you're one that can work on Easter all the time, I can. Christmas, y'all, I usually can't work on Christmas unless it's winter, you know, Christmas time. I've got to be in the spirit, I guess you could say. Well, you see me now, we're well into March, and I am working on this, so almost into April, and here I sit with this. So sorry about that, y'all. I got a phone call. I had to leap off of here and catch it. Yeah, I've not been able to work on, let's see, what letters was I on? This is number 24, letter U. I usually can't work on Christmas unless it's, you know, close to Christmas time. And here I sit with this Christmas diamond painting. So never say never, I guess, you know. And I'm enjoying every second of it. But this one doesn't feel, I mean, it's not like it's Santa Claus and Christmas trees, okay? This doesn't really feel, once I get into the reindeer, it may be a little different. The ornaments, the stocking, it may feel a little different. Right now, it just doesn't feel like it's a Christmas one to me. So, we'll see. But I usually do not work on them. I know there's a lot of people can work on Christmas any time of the year. I just never have been one of them. This may change that, though. It's, you know, amazing how things evolve over time. Just like with my journey of diamond painting and storage, but the more diamond paintings I got, the more I realized, hey, this worked for me when I didn't have this many stored up. But now that I'm storing these up like this storage is not working for me any longer. So, you know, it evolves like anything else. But I am really enjoying this diamond painting, y'all. The diamonds are just amazing. I just can't even imagine sitting here fighting with that parrot with those diamonds. And that was a no. This is not going to work. But this one has been amazing. Okay, that's all of the use except for over here. So let me get these. There's a bunch through here. I'm just going to stagger these and not create a hard line over here. I don't want to totally fill it in. So I'm just going to kind of stagger these around. Okay, let me get these down here. There's a few more up here I want to get in. Before I totally put this color up. As y'all can see, I'm all over the place on this, okay? I just go with the flow with it. I don't. Got two more right here I want to get. Just kind of go with the flow on it. Let me get these three. And I'll get those later. Okay, next color is the letter M. And that is, let's see, number 18, which is color 815. Oh, this is pretty, y'all. Look at that, it's beautiful red. Okay. And I'm just banking back, trying to tighten them in. This is a beautiful red, y'all. I imagine y'all are a little ahead of me because you, well, I had to start over. and I haven't been able to work on it as much as I would have liked. It's just been busy, y'all. My goodness, especially since the time change. The days are longer and we're out working longer, and yeah. That pop. You know, in all honesty, I probably never would have heard that pop on that parrot. There was just too much loose area in there that the diamonds didn't touch. Well, that one slid. There we go. Let's see if I missed any in here. Okay, moving on. Y'all haven't even looked at the picture to know what I'm working on down here in this section. I really think I needed to have gone bigger on this diamond painting, but I didn't. And I made sure this round, they're either 80 by 80s, 80 by 120, or 80 by 140. Because these were my first crystal, as they call it, rhinestone as I call it, that I had ordered from them. So it was really just I wonder how these are going to turn out. And then the chicken, I ordered this one and the chicken with the boots on at the same time. And then when I started the one with the boots, I said, I want to try round. So I got the ones with the round crystals. And then this round, I said I'm going all squares, and I want to fill my stash up with them. So I sat down and I just went page by page, adding anything that I wanted in my cart, and then I went back and called out anything second guessing. I left it for a couple of days, and then went back and went through and took out anything after I slept on it a little bit. But there wasn't many that went out, that went in. So I'll have a good strong stash of them when they get here. And I'm not going to bother to check those rhinestones. I'm checking, the squares that I've got that are already here after what happened with the parrot. But the rhinestones, I'm not going to bother with it, because I've got an email I told Kudos, I said, look, when I had the problem with the parrots, and I said, look, I've made this big order here. There's no way I'm going to get to these anytime soon. And they said, no worries. We've been in business for 6 years. We're not going anywhere. And if you ever should have any problems, all you got to do is contact us, no matter how long it is. So I will keep that email. Okay? And if I run into problems, they will be hearing from me. But 2 in a row of these, I don't foresee problems. I'll, unbox them and we'll look at the canvases and stuff, but I'm not gonna, I may shake out a few of the diamonds. We'll just see. But mainly looking for uniform size and go from there. But I've got the email with them telling me no matter how long it takes me, they will take care of it soon. I will be keeping that as a kind of an insurance policy, you know, because I did order a lot. It's going to take me years to go through them, but I wanted them done and in my stash. And I'll have enough budget along the way if I see more, you know, one here, one there, that it will have to be something that I cannot live without, because I will be conserving that budget, because the budget will not be replenishing. So it would definitely have to be something that I absolutely have to have, because my budget will not be replenishing. But I should have a pretty good budget. If I don't buy anything, once my budget starts replenishing, after that big special shape haul and the kudo haul, once my budget starts replenishing, I should have a good bit of budget stashed away for the years, you know, to come, to buy things if I want them. Especially since we upped my budget. And I'm going to hold my feet to the fire on that one. No, we upped this budget, remember? Yeah. I'm going to make sure that stands. Okay, number 6. That is $3.21. That is a beautiful red. A little bit lighter than the last one. I do see one round stone in there. I'll pull that out now. Get that on out of the way. Okay, number 6. Here we go. We're filling this in, y'all. Almost got this bottom portion finished. I don't really like the way that diamond looks. Let me see if I can get it popped up. I'll get my tweezers. Part of the color is off of it, so I'm going to pop it off. This glue is so good, y'all. It is really difficult. There it goes. To get your, I've got other things with it too. And put that number 1 back in there later. But that stone, the bottom corner of it didn't have a silver back. So less than 10 drills so far that I've had to call. Not too bad. Okay, let me look over here. I need to get a few in this right here. I don't have any in this area. Okay, I'm going to go with number 7 now, and this is $3.47. And here are our diamonds. These are pretty stones. Very pretty stones. Okay. Kind of stagger these in. Okay. I need one, I'm going to fill in down here in the bottom. One diamond here, one diamond there, and get those filled in. Okay, I need one number 1. Right here. I need one L, which is number 17. Okay, then I need one of the backwards arrows, and it was number 37. Right there. One letter N, which is 19. Okay, I've got a few O's up there though. Let me see about an R. No, let me get the R. That is number 22. Do not have that box out. Right there. There's another backwards arrow. Let me grab that one up. 37. Get that one in place. Just filling in the gaps, y'all. Anywhere there's a single diamond. Well, I'm trying to pick one out of my box without having to pour. There we go. Without having to pour it up in my tray. Right there. Okay, the letter O is number 20. So let's get these in. Love to hear that pop, y'all. Okay, lift this up and get these two. And then I need one way up here. And another right there. Okay. Now we'll get the letter X. No, I do not have that out. That is 26. And I need a few of those, so pour these out. your diamonds. Very pretty. All of these are beautiful diamonds, y'all. That one's not sitting in there right. So the way I put it down, there it goes. I had it wedged there. There's a couple of X's over here, but I've got enough. Maybe I'll put one right here in the center, right there. There's another X up there I can go ahead and get put in, right there. There's another one. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to move over in this area, and let me put these back up. Number 8. I do not have that bottle out. This is color 414. It's a gray. Go ahead and get these worked in over here. Y'all, it is so nice not having to worry about reloading wax or putties or anything like that. I love this e-painter. Y'all, I'm feeling a sneeze coming. I will do my best to catch the camera and cut it off if it comes. I'm feeling it brewing, and I'm trying to fight it back. So I will do my best to. I knew it was coming, y'all. I knew it was gonna. It was coming. Yeah, that sneeze was not being held back. I may have to back you up a little bit and edit that out because I did not get the camera off in time. Oh, goodness. Okay, almost finished with the 8s. There's another. Okay. Next up is number 4. And I do not have number 4 out either. Okay. It is a color of 317. It's a little bit darker than the last one. Y'all, I'm about fed up with these allergies. I'm telling you, this is the worst year. Mercy. It is. I don't know what is going on. I always have allergies this time of year, but nothing like this. Just weeks of lingering. So I'll be glad when it's over. That's for sure. Okay, there's one way up here that I can get to. Okay, we're going to go to number 2 next because there's quite a few of those. Go ahead and get those done. Okay, this is color 154. And it is a beautiful garnet red. Okay. This should fill in a lot of it, y'all. Don't think that, yeah, that one was it popped in there. There we go. Once I get this filled in, I'll run my fingers across it, see if anything is popped up, get them popped into place. That pop, y'all, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, get these 3 up here. See if I missed any. Kind of feel. See if anything's popped up through here. Yeah, that one is. Okay. lot of these number 2s, y'all. That's going to fill in a chunk of this area. This up and get this one. There's a couple out on the edge here. I want to get some of those into there. Alright, y'all, I'll call that a wrap on this video. And pick up where we are at next go, okay? Alright, y'all, that's going to be it. I will see y'all a little later. Y'all take care, okay? Bye-bye.